Hello and welcome back. As promised, I am floating above the block that I left off as. And what we are going to do today is make our way back to the house with our spoils, which is just some coal. And I came here for cobblestone. So before we do that, we're just going to mine a bit of this. I'm just going to get as much as possible, really, because I'll probably build my first little hut out of cobblestone also. So I might just stay here until my pickaxe runs out. If you came here from the first episode, welcome back. If you are new here, then I will remember, or at least try to remember, to put some annotations on the screen to the previous episode and the next episode when it is released. If I forget, just shout at me and I will obey. I will do what I'm told. So we are going to use this one bit of gravel to get out of here. Look at that. Perfect. And as we can see, our lovely waypoint is showing us the way home, and I hear zombies, and I would like some of that iron, but I don't have my pickaxe on me anymore because I used it all up. 10 out of 10. And I kind of want to stay away from, there's already a mob that's spawned from that thing. You can see on the map, I can't really show you because the map disappears whenever I put my mouse up, but on the map you can see the sort of normal mobs have faces in their little arrows, but those Stormcraft ones don't. So that's how you can tell that they're spawning, which I'm quite scared of because I've encountered them before and it's not been fun. In fact, it's been the opposite of fun. It's been quite scary, and I would like one of those. Right, we are good to go. I'm going to try and survive off some bread until I need some. I need a pickaxe. So that's what I need. I'm going to make a pickaxe and a hoe. 1, 2. I'm going to plant some trees because there is a distinct lack of around here. We've got a shit ton of seeds as well. Don't need you, don't need you, probably don't need you or you. Not much of this, to be honest, but we will. I don't want my bread. Give me my bread. I'm hungry for some bread. I'm going to get some iron, make a bucket, and then work on a farm straight away because I am useless at food in Minecraft, and this is here. We must have literally walked straight. No, it's going the wrong way. I came from that way. That's where the nice cave was with the iron. Well, remember that's there though, remind me. If I walk past it again, just say, Tom, you fool. You just walk past a cave. And it has some earth shards in there, and shards are not that easy to come by and very, very useful for Thorncraft. And I'm really quite scared of that because look at the shadow thing and it runs at you and it's scary and nope, nope, nope. Full of nope. And I think the iron was just down here. Score! And there's a nice bit of dense iron as well, so that should give us how many? Oh, 3. 3 lots of iron. So this is going to be enough for bucket and a pickaxe and a shovel, I guess. We might just save it for something more important than a shovel because shovels aren't really that important in my eyes. Just having a little nosy around, see if there's anything else I can see. But it doesn't look like there is. So, game plan: make farm with potatoes and seeds. Although I prefer barley than wheat. Although you can turn wheat into flour and then cook it. I don't know. I just don't know. We'll soon find out though. And a watering can there. Oh, you need iron for that, don't you? Do you? Don't you? I cannot remember. Do we need iron for a watering can? Watering can. Not that one, we want the recipe, and that's peaceful mode only, so we need bone meal and 4 iron. So I could make a bucket and a watering can apparently, but I would need a bone meal. Bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. Easy way for bone meal, rather than killing skeletons without a sword. Can't particularly think of one, so we're holding on that for a while. And I'm just saying that shell was useless. I am going to make one because I like contradicting myself apparently, and I'm just going to use this book as a grass smasher. Clear away some of this crap, and I'm actually going to wait for some mob to spawn, because if we can get that skeleton to spawn, then that would be rather useful, because the watering can is overpowered as fuck, to say it in that way. It is beautiful. The watering can has saved my life many a time. We'll go back one more. And then we will... Have we got any skeletons showing up on the map? We've got a lot of squids and a lot of pigs. But neither of them is going to give us bone meal. And there's a skeleton over here. Give me them achievements. What do we kill a skeleton with? The hoe seems like the pointiest option. Actually, does it give us a tooltip? 3 plus attack damage, 2 plus a... Why does a hoe not give attack damage? And why is the skeleton underneath us? These are questions that need to be answered. You, I don't care about you. Actually, that's something I want to do about you. Because I want to turn the, okay. No, ooh, I see him. I also see that horrible zombie with armor on though. Ah, no, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to fall down the cave. I'm going to... Oh my days, look at... Oh, for crying out loud. This was a terrible idea. Wait, we just got to line them up. Line you up. Fire. Nice. This worked out so well. Check nothing's creeping up on. No. 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 I would not like to purchase your product. Okay, one of them died. Ow. Now, if neither of them dropped any bones, I'm going to be rather upset. I didn't see any bones drop, but they would have gone into my inventory. So we're going to have a little nap. Oh, we're getting shot by a skeleton, so that might give us a nice bone. I didn't see where that dropped either, right. The moment of truth. Now, I don't see any bones, so I might have to break something, because I would really enjoy a watering can. And I have everything I need for a watering can apart from said bones. So, we're going to make a bucket. And I'm going to get rid of those dandelions, because who cares about dandelions? I do care about... Is that a squid with a hat? Yes, it wasn't something nasty trying to kill me. That's fine. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And we're going to hoe like mad. We're going to hoe like you've never hoed before. You ain't never seen a hoe like this. All puns intended. And that's gonna be that. Easy. I might just push this back one more. And if this piggy starts eating my carrots, I am not going to be happy. So we want carrots, seeds, potatoes. I think we're gonna do. Not sure what I got. Oh, I got XP from over here. We're gonna do. Oh, you want my flipping carrots, don't you? We're gonna do 1 line of carrots because they're not really that important. And now you can piss off. Yeah, you walk away. Get out. Don't turn around. You're not welcome anymore. We're going to do... If we do 2 lines of potatoes, we can just about do 2 lines of potatoes. And then we're going to go mad with some seeds. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can turn wheat into flour into bread and have a 1-to-1 conversion of wheat to bread rather than doing 3 is 1 bread. Because that's just very, very inefficient. And I need to stop opening that book. I am going to... We haven't got a lot of wood actually, so... I was going to make another chest, and I'm going to make another chest anyway. Just because I can, and in this chest will go... 1 hoe, some seeds, some potatoes, some carrots. Stuff that grows... Ooh, speaking of stuff that grows, that grew, and that's going to start blocking some sunlight off, I think, so... It was a bad place to put a tree, really, so... You get off my crops. Right, so food situation is under control for once. That is a first. I will want some... not throw my sugar canes. I'm just gonna make as many sugar canes as I can because mods like Thorncraft need paper, and paper is not easy to come by, really. I'm going to fill in that little hole as well, just because that's already annoying me. Not as much as my block placement skills are, though. So, give you a little love tap. Bone meal. That is still... Get back over there. We don't use books either, although I'm thinking of starting on Tinker's Construct, and the village we went to didn't, unfortunately, have any smelteries spawned in, so we're going to have to go... I'm going to cook these 2 bits of mutton just because I can, and I am going to... Never mind, I don't have any wood. I do have wood, I just put it in here. It's been a long day. It's only 3 o'clock, but it's been a long day. We've actually had pest control in today to get rid of what only appears to be a giant's wasp nest that's been living with us for the last few weeks. So that was it was interesting. They sprayed them all out, and it's going to take 36 hours to get rid of them. And then if they still exist after 36 hours, then they'll come back for free, which is nice, to get rid of them completely. So what I need is some gravel and some sand and some clay, and I'm hoping there's some clay under here, which there is, but only a tiny weeny bit. I'm going to try... There's gravel as well, though. I don't really want to ruin the water right next to where I live, so I'm going to head off this way a little bit. For those of you that don't know Tinker's Construct very well, gravel, sand and clay makes a compound, I guess, called grout, which you smelt into seared bricks, which is how you make a smeltery, which is basically a big thing that melties metal. And then you can mix those metals together to create compounds, and you can make some really, really good tools that last a long time, or some very good weapons that are very, very overpowered and powerful and amazing, and I want them all. And we will get them all. And we will make it our mission. It's useful that we get some flint, because I believe you need flint for a macerator. Or that might be the... What other thing am I thinking of? The pulverizer. One or the other or both. So I'm going to stick these on my hotbar. We're going to go for a stack of each first, because that's going to make 2 stacks of grout. And I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to need, if I'm honest. I could do the maths in my head, but that's maths and in my head, and that already equals a big nope. So we're just going to wing it with 2 stacks of seared bricks, because it's 4 seared bricks for 1 of the block of seared bricks, so that's technically what, half a stack of seared bricks. You need 9 on the bottom, surround the sides, plus drains, controllers, tanks. I'm going to have to do a little bit of measuring before I do anything, because you can make smaller smelteries, but I don't really want to have one that's tiny weeny, because that's just going to take forever to melt. Well, it's not going to take any longer to melt, but you can only melt 4 at a time if you make the smallest size smeltery. Although I could just use a hopper and stick it in, but no. We're starting with a 3x3 smeltery. It's been decided. So we just need a little bit more clay, which conveniently is right here. So that's 1 stack of clay, 1 stack of gravel. We just need to farm some sand. I'm going to get slightly more than a stack of sand because I know the controller doesn't need sand. The tank does. It needs 1 glass in the middle, and I might make some seared glass tank wall things so you can actually see inside of it. Because once you start building the smeltery up, it's hard to see what's inside. I mean, you can look on the smeltery controller, but it's sometimes just kind of nice to have a little peek in, see what's doing what, or not doing what if you've got a problem. So I'm probably going to get, I don't know, stack and a bit, mathematical amounts, a bit of this and some stuff and that and this. So this should be about a stack. Called it, as if that's exactly a stack. I'm so jammy. So we'll get maybe 8, 9, 10 more, I don't know. We'll get this much more. And do we need clay for anything? We need clay for bricks for induction smelter, so I might just get a few of these as well. I think it's an induction smelter, or is that now changed to nether brick? I think it's a redstone furnace that needs bricks. And that will be coming hopefully shortly. I am also going to slay some cows for some better food than bread as a temporary solution while the bread grows, as well as leather hopefully, because I'm planting sugar cane. So sugar cane is paper, paper is books, but books need leather, so you see where I'm coming from. Or if you don't, then learn to play Minecraft in the nicest way possible. Sort of. I shouldn't be running because unless my bread's been going ham over here, which it kind of sort of has a little bit. We got some more sugarcane while we were out on our ventures, so we're gonna not use it. We're just gonna farm it like a farmer we are. Alright, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 2 stacks of grout. Which is going to be 16 coal, which is, we've got plenty of that stuff. It's turning nighttime-ish, sort of, so we're going to sleep in a second. We don't need any of this. That we're going to turn to sand in a second. We'll keep some dirt on us. We got some food, leather we don't need, spare that we don't need. We do need some wood, so in the morning we will get chopping, but for now I think this is going to end off this episode as we're almost at the 20-minute mark. So I will see you in the next episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Tell me things that I can improve on, because it's not going to be perfect. I'm quite new to this, so I'll take all the constructive criticism you got. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a like, and if you want to stay tuned and get notified when next episodes go live, then be sure to subscribe. They're both free, and free things are always the best, especially free food. Free food tastes so much better than paid food. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next episode.